Okay, guys, so let's start with that. So this is how to create the winning proposal. And this is the first thing which, like for an example, you got a requirement that let's say you have to create a website. The client has requested they want to get the website done. So how it will be done? You will be having a means like thoughts like what should I send a proposal. So first of all, note it down somewhere that proposal is not a business case. It's your pitching. You don't have got the project, you are sending a proposal. So proposal is not a business case, first of all. Now in that, like there are stages you have to think about it, that there are basically when you're sending a proposal, you have to go actually understand what is the requirement. So there are the problem solving. I divide into the 5 steps. When you are sending the proposals, you should know there is a problem which a client want to fix. This is something, if you are aware of the problem, go, congratulations, you're aware of the problem, then definitely you can find the solution. So this is the first thing you have to keep in mind. And then you have to generate the solutions. So solution I will be giving you in the context of the software development. Let's say a client want to develop a MVP for a food application. So you will be generating the solutions that how we can quickly come into the market in the MVP. Should they go with a React Native sort of application, web app applications? So you have to evaluate the solutions which can hit the client into the next level, which can take the client to the next level. For that, you have to generate all the solutions. Then you have to evaluate the solution. Let's say the client has a budget of $1,000. So you can't give the solution of going with the native applications. So at that time, you have to evaluate the solutions. Okay, that this solution is good. Now, after evaluating, you have to definitely pick a solution and you have to go ahead and sending the proposals. But pick a solution is done after evaluating. This is something which we miss while giving the proposal to the client. And then you have to draft a plan. So please keep these 5 steps, and this is the ideal step to understand how to send the proposals. We generally directly just go to the plan. We just copy the last proposal and we just shoot it out. And believe me, this I have, because on Flexiworky there is one client and we are getting thousands of like in on different project proposals. And how the client pick that this is the right proposals, they have to pick on all the stuffs who is talking about his problem rather than his all about his services and all. So it's very important to understand. Okay, so this is the first point which is very important, is the proposal title. Ensuring a solid foundation. Let's say my PDF has a winning proposal PDF 9. Okay, so I have seen so many proposals. I have chatted with so many clients, like when they receive the proposals, the file says, let's say Gaurav.pdf. It's like Ashish.pdf or XYZ.pdf, some numeric, and this doesn't look professional. This is a very small thing, but we do this mistake. So at the time when the client is all about the quality from perspective, they will just check these details. Okay, because they are into that industry, they know like people should put time in creating their proposals. And this is the first thing which you should keep in mind, a very simple thing, but this is 30% of the companies or the freelancer do this mistake. So don't do it. You can put it something like ensuring a solid foundation proposal for XYZ company. This could be your title. You can keep on the PDF, you can like note it down. This means like it's showing that you are interested. And when you will, the client will be having 100 proposal. Oh, it's something different in the PDF name. Let me go through it. This company looks different, and so you will be different from others. Okay, now let's go to the second. Now this is the mistake I was also doing in 2018 when I started in March, a service-based company. So what I did was like in the first month, I was fortunate to get 3 to 4 mobile application projects and the website projects. So I put everything on it's starting about 2 pages all about us, me, yeah, I was in Accenture, I was the yeah, I was in TCS. It doesn't make sense. Like I started my introduction, it's okay, I should give a background, but I should not, the client, you are not here to listen everything about me, you want to listen the learning. Similarly, the client is also here for to get the project to the next level. They don't want to like go into their details about your company. So this is something very important. Don't put at the top. The first is something, give the respect to the client. Even a small thing I will tell you, I was in like in Accenture, I learned this thing when they used to create a group, even a WhatsApp group. Listen very carefully. This is like I'm telling you with the when I have worked with the leadership people, uh, when the group is created. So what like big companies like Accenture do is they keep Accenture the name at the first. Sorry, the client with which they are working, they put their company name first and then they put their name Accenture. So it's like client is the first. And you will check in so many WhatsApp group if you're working on a freelancing projects, and if you are keeping yourself at the, it's a very small thing, but it's very subjective to pinpoint. But yes, you should like even a small things like it goes into the subconscious mind. You might have done just okay, I have just kept it, but this shows the thought level. Because sometimes we are not thinking but our subconscious mind is running, and the client are used to think like that. So in small things you have to keep the client at the first, and this is what I train at the flexiworky freelancers, or the means the people I have working with them in the corporates, that don't do this. Put about us just like between or something like that. Okay, then reinvent, like learn to tell a great story. Okay, so nowadays see on the LinkedIn as well, like the content writer are at its boom. Like now you don't have to hire a great like marketing team and all, your content team hire them and they will just do the wonders. I was very fortunate to work with some great content writers. I used to tag them on our LinkedIn company page because their content is so good. Like we have reached in 3 months to around 10,000 followers in LinkedIn. Can you believe most of the companies took about even a 10 years to reach that level? And that happened not because of me. That happened because of the content writer and our mutual understanding, like what the content we have to put, when to put, how to put, where to put, whom to pick, whom to appreciate. There are so many things. Similarly, when you are sending a proposals, you have to tell a great story. The client when we tell a story, we get engaged. Similarly, when the proposal you're sending, you have to invent it, reinvent it. Like you are sending a proposal, let's say for a manufacturing client, like we have worked with SSWL. Like in their main website, our company name is at the footer. So how we did it, how we reached to the client of who is working in the Sensex. We were a startup in 2018 and we still got the project because what we did was we know the actual problem of the client. The client actual problem at that time was their website was not looking good. We have to tell the story that how other manufacturing client got so many customers, got the investment. So depending what the client is looking for, you have to read the mindset. If client is looking for a investment through his website, you want to show to his investor, then you have to work on lots of stats and figures. So you have to build that story into your proposal, that okay, we work with this client, we help them in like growing their business, their ROI was improved like this. So this will show that okay, they have not only work, but they are so much involved with that client that they help them to unlock their potential and to let them grow. So this is why the client is there. So you have to like reinvent your proposal. You have to explain everything with a great story. And especially if a project is related to a particular industry and you see, okay, manufacturing client is there, food industry, play smart. Then on that, if you have worked in that industry, show that portfolio the first, that I have worked with this and this was the ROI. So it will not look like a copy paste. So I did it every time, even if it takes a 1 day late, okay, that's okay. But when you will short your proposal, it will be the best from the different. Okay. Then this is the fourth, reveal the problem. Do not reveal the solution. Now we know in our Indian culture, especially, I would tell you that most of the companies, like what they do is send me the proposal, send me the proposals. Some people are so honest that they will tell every solution in that, like these are the functions we will use, features, modules, and those clients are just to like collect the proposals and then means like they could go, they have already decided, let's say, to whom to give the project, but they are just playing with your own. So that happened with many freelancing networks. Okay, so in that solution you have to be very smart, like why you're Don't reveal the solution, but reveal the problem. Now, this is a very important depth, meaning you have to reveal the problem. Give him that you have this problem in business. This is at this other business. Show them that they have grown because they solved that problem, and how they have solved the problem. Then you will require a solution. And when you require a solution, you have to talk with us. And when you have to talk with us, then you have the chance. So keep the customer came back to you by revealing their problem, but don't reveal the solution. In most of the uh, am I audible? uh, can someone ping on the audible? Okay, okay, great. Okay, so you have to reveal the problem, means like not the solution. Please mark, this is a very important point. I will tell you 80% of the proposals which the client receive on our portal, they have mentioned everything about like their solution they will do, but client, okay, might select someone. I can't say to client to pick this freelancer or pick this corporate. I cannot do this job. This is a job of the client. But just why to give everything information to the client? Might be client is not interested, and even the client will feel, I don't want to this functions to be there. Might be, for an example, in chat we use Firebase. The company is saying we will use the Firebase. Oh, client don't want this man Firebase, they want something different, chat group. So you have to think about it in sending the proposals. If your manager is pushing to you, send the proposal, 15 proposal, 20 proposal in a day, just shoot it up. I think you have to check with your manager, because he's not training you right, because this is not the way. You have to understand your client. You have to like I would say educate your managers that, buddy, please try to understand. I'm thinking about this. We should have a winning proposal. Give me some time. Let me understand the scenario. Let me see the what is the client problem, and then I will send the proposal. And this happens with many startups, like who used to put the pressure. But please, for your career and even for the managers, I would say that please like allow them to grow, allow them to think about it. The problem, the more problem they will try to understand, the better solution. Okay, I understand it's a very competitive market, thousands of people are competing at the time, but the client generally, I will tell you, like they have normally 7 to 14 days they take time to select someone. So if a project has been like put on any portal, like even Upwork, if the FlexiWorky, in our FlexiWorky, we have a 14 days. So in that duration, you have the time. So first day you can understand, second day you can understand what is the problem, and then send the proposal. Don't immediately send it, just read it. Okay. Now, this is very important point for me personally. I was not doing this pitch like PPT. I was doing, I think most of the guys you would be doing is like on a PDF, you must be having a same PDF or maybe a doc. PPT, if someone is doing, I would say you are already very near to closing the projects, because PPT is something like which gives a means like raw presentation feel, and client generally, especially in the corporate, love to see the PDF, love to see the PPT. So this is something I have observed with myself. In like if I'm sending to 100 proposals, if my proportion of getting the project is higher when I was in service based company, then it was just because of the PPT, more graphics. I was just involving the graphic designer. Please create this stuff for me. Please create this stuff for me. And then they can visualize it much better. Okay, there is an investment, I understand. But when you're sending to different client, you can just change the images. You must be having some images into the database, food images, travel in. So just it could be 15-20 minutes work to change the images scenario, but it will give a altogether different feel. Now the case study of the impact. Now when we are sending the proposal, as I said in the previous, you have to mention that the impact which you have created while sending the proposals. It's like you have worked like for an example, if I tell you on my LinkedIn, if you check on my profile, LinkedIn profile, the ICCI Bank UK, like I worked with him. So they shared the proposal that yes, Gaurav worked with it. But how I got to that project, like there must be like different people who were competing for it. So this is I will not say I will not lucky, but the execution is very important. So when I'm working with a fintech client, so my observation was that have I worked in like in even in my company, let's talk about Accenture. I've worked in a previous job, and if I've worked with something that client, it's okay to share that I have personally worked in this. If you are the person who are sending the proposal, and you would be in a point of contact, or your team members, I might have the team members who have worked in previous organization in the fintech clients, and I will get you involved, and they will be the subject matter expert. No need to worry. The client won't entertain you. Why? They will definitely entertain you. They will discuss with you, and they will try to involve. Okay, there is a guy in this company who are aware of this. Like their industry, and they will be willing to. So don't be afraid, don't be shy, just shoot it up. You might be lending the opportunity next door. Then third is like pitch solution on business outcome. Don't send the pitch solution on like I can create the website in 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, and like that's it. This is not a pitch. What you can do is I can create a landing page which will give you so many users, and those users will click your website and your social media network, and you will be, oh my god. Like I'm just giving you on a like a normal influencer used to say, but I'm just giving on the proposal. You don't have to like say like this, but yes, you have to focus on the business outcome. Like through landing pages, you will be having more visitors, and those visitors will be helping you in getting the more and more traffics. I will be working on the referrals. We will be putting some inquiry form at every page so that like more leads can come on. So this will show that you are interested, you are looking to grow your client. This is something, one line which I used to use in every proposal is you grow, we grow. You grow, we grow. I used to love this line. You guys can try, but it has worked for me. I used to use the line because this I do with personally, that I want the client to grow. Suppose your client is growing, they are earning a lot. They will feel that okay, I just started with this guy. Look, yeah, he helped me. I should give them more work. Let me give them referral. But if you will work in that scenario that only I have to make the money from the client, then no, then definitely the client will sense it, and you will not be able to go to the next level. Okay. Now let me. Now this is like keep it simple. So when you are sending the proposals, it's what is the most important thing? The most important thing is the business outcome. So it should not be like 40-page proposal. I have seen so many proposals at 20 pages. What the client will see is like, I'm talking first of all the Indian client will go with the two things, your timeline and the price. It doesn't matter for them like the technology. I used to like talk with so many clients that this is the best technology. Oh god, I don't, it doesn't matter, like I just need the pricing, I just need the timeline, that's it. So you have to understand the client. If the client you can feel, if you are into the sales, you must be knowing, okay yaar, ye client dega nahi dega, itna lag nahi raha mujhe. So you get a vibes from that. But yes, uh, every client you are dealing with, it keep it very simple. The proposal should be very small. Like if a website, mobile applications, digital marketing, I think 2 to 5 pages is something in ideal, because the client will anyhow will go to your last section, and you don't have to worry that you have to show so much of work on your like portfolio, and this is the way you will get the project. No, you can show your top three work. Top three work is enough, but in top three work, just make sure you created a website for someone and you are marking this is at top. And on Google page speed, when the client is checking, it's 45, your Google page speed. The client will say, oh, this is their top page speed. This is like, I had an interaction with the last week with a client. He shared me the proposal. Gaurav, please check on Flexiworky. There is a freelancer who just shared that this is my best website work. And when I checked it, I also said it was 40% on the Google page. I talked with that freelancer because it is something I love to do. If the client is like looking to share the information with me, why not to share with that guy? And he took it very seriously, and he said to me that he will work out on it and will make the page speed better, because UI was good, but he knows that the problem was there. So we are just sorting out that problem as well. But just make sure keep it very simple. And in that simple, just tentative timeline. Don't give that, okay, I will do it $1,000. Some people do the mistakes. Use the tentative word, because we are not like, we are proposing. We don't know actually that what will be the actual timeline. We don't know. And also mention the resources. This will give a depth. Let's say you wanted to have a mobile applications, native applications. So you just mentioned that I will need 2 Android developers, 2 iOS developer, 1 API developer, 1 designer, And you can also mention, like, let's say in application project, designer is generally available for like 2 or 3 weeks. They won't be available for 4 weeks. So you have to be very, very, very cautious in when you are projecting. If you're saying my designer would be available for 4 months, my this will be available 4 months, client will sense it. Why the designer is required for means 4 months. So every information which you are putting on the copy paste can get back to you. So you have to really understand it, and you can solve it by keep it simple. Now, this is something which I do is like pricing. This is my favorite thing, like multiple options. When I'm sending the proposal to the clients, what I do is I play with the pricing a lot, because when you are into the, especially into the service industry, you are aware that sometimes you have sent the quotation $500, some $1,500, and sometimes like $10,000 for same work. I'm telling you, this I think has happened with so many people. Like they used to having a different price segment. But what if you can, with the one client, you can share three different proposal. Let's say you can create a bundle that, okay, along with the website, what I can do is like I can share you 20 to 30 graphics. I can create the some contents for you on social media, might be 7 days free. Simple. Just think about it. Can you give the proposals which the client is receiving, and you just send a different pitch, 7 days content, and just think about it. You have to play it, and client loves it. I'm telling you, the way the client loves it. So just give them the multiple options for pricing, and this will take them to think about it. Okay, this is a guy who will always come with so many options to me. So when I have to like outsource so many works, he will be having so many options. And the person who is having so many options in the service industry, that can be a valuable person for me. So this is all subconscious mind. I'm telling you it from the subconscious mind, and which comes directly into the impact. Okay. Now certifications. You must have heard about like big companies, ISO certified, we are NASCOM member, we are this XYZ, like we have a team of Magento certified developers, we have a team, we are Google Analytics certified team. So this is something which you should definitely keep. I will not say remove it, because this is your USP, because this is you have built over the time. But project it in such a way, when you are highlighting certification, keep it bold. If the font size of that was in regular, certification should be on bold. It's because you want to focus client that, buddy, I'm different from others. I have put more time to get certification, and certification is not easy, because you want to grow into that field. That's why you did the certification. So why you're not highlighting it? Why it's just like a simple thing, you're ISO certified? Why highlight it? It will definitely give a subconscious field, and then it's a chance for you to get into the project. Now, testimonials. Now, don't confuse certifications with the testimonials, because they both are different. They both are different. In testimonials, if let's say you must be having a text testimonials, let's say from a good client, uh, and then just ask them, can you just share me a testimonial on LinkedIn that I have worked with you on this project, and just make sure, if you the testimonial should be real, because a client will sense if it's a fake testimonial on your LinkedIn or on anywhere. Like I saw so many websites like in which the testimonials like John Doe is something mentioned, and they, yes, they have developed a beautiful website, client will sense it out. Go with those clients who are able to reveal their name as well. Like, okay, like if you see on ICCI Bank, if you see when I was working with a client, Pitchett Green, like I'm not afraid to share the client name, because the client is also like open. Yes, the Flaxiworky CTD is working with me. So why? Because sales is not about sales, it's about creating a relationship. I used to like every time, like at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, if client is pinging you, if you are available with them, you are offering them services. You are not every time thinking about the money, you're thinking about the services and creating your like base. At that time, you have to invest time you have on the relationship to get the testimonials. And once you have the good testimonials, your testimonials speaks. Your rest services, you are a startup, even a 6 month, but you have worked with 4 big clients and you have got some good testimonials. It's okay. It's okay. You can get the next level of work. So That's that was a quick on the phase one I have shared with you. There are so many things which I would be keeping on, like adding on these stuff, which will be more into the depth of these details. But I want you guys, like, first of all, these 9 points which I have shared with you, I hope you have got the learning from this. And I would love to know from the chat window, so that if you are interested in knowing the second part of this, I will work on it. And before that, please note down, this is email ID hello@flexiworky.com. You can reach out to this. This is company website where you can create your free account. If you want a full-time job, you don't have to pay any money. You just create the website. We are not someone who used to charge you for those consultancy and all. We just want you to get the job in the good companies or in the startups with which we are associated. And this is something which we are creating a relationship. Okay. And this is the ID clubhouse@flexiworky. You guys can reach me out. I would be more than happy to assist you guys and to work with you guys, the freelancers, the full-time employees. And now the chat window is open. You guys share me the feedback of this. And if you feel that I should come with the second session, I would be more than happy to work with that. And also do comment on the LinkedIn company profile page. And even your friend, if is creating some business, support your friend on that business, share with everyone. Like in Flexiworky LinkedIn page, the reason it grows to 9,000 followers in 3 months, because of I was appreciating the people. The managers should appreciate their team members, because when you are appreciating, they will do the wonders. So I will say appreciate everyone. And I would say thank you so much, guys, for giving the time and listening to me. I would look forward to connect with you again. Oh my God, that's so much of like, thank you so much, guys. Okay, there is a question from Ishi. Gaurav Saidas, I have heard most of the proposal are also being selected based on the solution revealed. Is it correct? Yes, most of the proposals are selected, but not just on the basis of the solution revealed. It's we think, because we are giving a solution, they are revealed. But solution should not be detailed solution. You're giving that, okay, we can use this technology, but don't give everything, that how you will be executing it. So okay, we know that the solution is okay, we will be doing all this application, but don't go into the depth, like how you will solve it out. Thanks Balaji, thanks Sameep, thanks Shweta, Mukesh, everyone. Yeah, guys, if you can share the feedback on LinkedIn company page, the last post, I would be more than happy. I can pick your profile from there, and I can reach out to you and can know more about your profiles, what you do, and that will help me to connect with you. Thank you so much.